Hello, people. Hello, YouTube. We are in Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a conversation platform where we can learn some languages like English, Spanish, French, German. And here is not a normal class. I'm not a teacher, okay? I'm just a student like you. And here is a safe place to exchange ideas, make mistakes, learn about mistakes, and we don't have corrections, okay? Just let the conversation flow. I'm Elias. I will be the host for today. And today, let's talk about your day. Today is celebrating around the world your day. Let's talk about the people, young people in general. Let's talk about the kind of advice we have to give to young people. I think the youngest people, youngest person in this room, I think is Yasmin. And before, I don't know, Daphne and maybe Beatrice, I don't know. Then let's talk about it. Let's start with introductions. And Daphne, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. My name is Daphne. I'm 29 years old. I work at warehouse in the logistic area. I'm married. I don't have children yet, but I have two lovely cats. I like to spend my time with my family and friends, and I like to read books and listening music. And that's it.
Good, very good. And about you, Beatrice, introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I am Beatriz. I am 33 years old. I am married. I have one daughter. She is 2 years old. And I have lived with my family in Portugal for 2 years. Um, in this moment, I work from a virtual assistant for organizing tasks. And I would like to improve my English for international opportunities. That's it.
Good, very good. And about you, Sidney, introduce yourself, please.
Okay, good morning, everyone. We are beginning the new week, and I wish everything good for everyone. I'm Sydney, and currently I live in Belo Horizonte, where I build my professional and personal life. I work as an accountant for the last 22 years, and I have a passion about my career that this field. I consider myself a familiar, dedicated guy. So I'm married with an incredible woman, and together we have a 7 years old boy, which make us own our toys with his energy and curiosity. So I'm very grateful that I have time to follow his growth because today most of the parents they have to work, they have a lot of responsibility, and most of them don't have this kind of time to appreciate this moment, this stage with his kids. I'm here since October 2023. I will complete 2 years in the next month on Talk Talk. So Talk Talk for me is not just a conversational platform, but also it's a community where we speak, where we help each other exchange our ideas and thoughts about these deep questions. So that's it, a little about me. Thank you. Elias, you are muted.
Good, very good, Sidney. And about you, Fernando, introduce yourself, please.
Of course, good morning. It's a pleasure to have meeting with you guys this morning. I'm Fernando, and I live here in São Paulo, capital. I'm 41 years old. I'm working with a business analyst so in a company that developers software here in São Paulo. I am married and I have two daughters, and in my free time, I love pass a little bit time with my family, and I like to go to the park with my family. It's a normal life. It's very good for me starting in talking for practicing my English, and I have been here maybe a month now, but it's so good because here I have opportunity to speak and improve my skills in a conversation. If that's it for nice to meet you.
Well, good. Nice to meet you too, Fernando. It's a great pleasure to having you. I have another immersion
Yeah.
on Fridays, 8 a.m. Okay, and
Okay.
and about you, Yasmin. Introduce yourself, please. Okay, I think it's not yet. Then go ahead, Ricardo. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, guys. Nice day, nice week. I hope that you be great for you. Uh, well, my name is Ricardo. I live at São Vicente, first city for Brazil. I'm married. I have a daughter, and I work in IT area. I work in the same field since I don't know a long time ago. And yeah, I'm here on this platform to try to improve my English. So that's so important to work jobs at general and make friends too. That's it, guys.
Good, very good. And about me, I'm Elias, 39. I turned 39 last week, September
Oh,
18.
congratulations.
I'm expecting my gifts that you didn't send to me, Ricardo.
But your birthday was last week. You don't take anything for us, no? So in this case, not possible to give gifts, my friend.
Okay,
After that,
okay, next time. Yes, next
pass
time I
your
will.
yeah. After that, pass your zip code so maybe I could send for you, my friend.
Yes, there is a gift. I will send you a link. It's a good joke before, but it's okay. About me, I'm Elias, 39. I live in Teresópolis, a small, quiet and peaceful city in Rio de Janeiro State, where CBF, Brazilian Football Club, is located. I'm married. I have no kids yet. I'm a tech guy too, working with IT since 2008. It's over 17 years. And nowadays I'm work from home for an insurance company based in Belo Horizonte. And I have a big family, uh, 6 sisters and a brother. Nowadays, my parents passed away, but in total, we were 11.
Oh, sorry.
That's it about me. And about you, Yasmin, introduce yourself, please.
Sure, good morning, guys. I'm Yasmin. I'm 20. I live in São Paulo. Nowadays, I work as a software developer, and I'm here in the platform to practice my English and my Spanish too. That's it about me.
Good, very good. I'm trying to find a motivation to practice Spanish because I don't know. I have to shape my English skills, then I don't take courage to learn another language. Okay, guys. Today I have to split us in two rooms. If you receive a blue bottle, please accept, and 10 minutes before I will bring it off you to finish it together, okay? Just a sec. Okay, let's start question number 2. Fernando, can you read and answer, please, this question?
Sure, yes. Let, let me see what does it mean to you personally to be young today? Young today. For me, my youth is a little bit long time ago, I but I think it's the young days change now for me, but when I was young, I think it's bad. It's another time today. I think it's the you. It's not a better, but I think I have the young uh, as a new opportunities or different opportunities to do no other things for you because the time change now. I think that's it.
Good, very good, Fernando. And about you, Ricardo?
Uh, well, I don't know, but mm, it's I believe that to be a young today there are similar situations if comparing some time ago, but because I don't know, there is a kind of uh, big change nowadays, more recently, because I don't know, want to think regarding the last century, regarding 50, 60, 70, uh, 80, and until 2000. The difference is not so big. More recently, because of the internet, the new generations were born using internet and the other stuffs causes some difference. For example, TVs and the other stuffs. So the people have to watch TV and wait for a specific TV show or move. And nowadays, it's quite easy. It's just check the specific move or TV show and just what. These kind of situations bringing us another perspective. Is hard to think about it, if it's good or not, but it's a reality. So in this case, not possible to I don't know tell things that is nice or not. But regarding the behavior, I don't know. This kind of perspective change when people have more money, because the people don't have much money, the things became almost the same. So this case, but I believe that's the strong in your heart, this kind of hope in the that situations continue the same. It's common. You observe uh, young people have I don't know. It's all of almost all of the situations became then happier. I don't know. Sometimes it's just a simple situation, and these guys became happy. That's wonderful. This kind of situation. That's it.
Was very good. And about you, Yasmin?
Yeah, for me to be young today, I think maybe is to have uh, the feeling to try to new things, try new solutions, explore new ideas, explore new things, reach a new acknowledgement, new skills, have energy enough to do all of these things. And for me, I think it's more in that way. I think in the past, wasn't so possible to develop so much this part because people in a young age normally married early, have kids early, can't even study so much. So, yeah, I think nowadays it's possible to have more energy to do these new things than in the past.
Yes, I agree with you, with me. I think this question is very open. We can answer it in different ways. We can in the way that you think. I think it's easier. We have a lot of information. We have nowadays it's easier to study, to go to the college. I had the opportunity to go to the college when most of my family members didn't have the opportunity. I think now it's easier. Then I went to the college in 2006. I think nowadays it's easier than in 2006. Uh, we can think this question about the challenge of being young today because we have a lot of information. I think nowadays, especially in Brazil, um, I think young people are participating in politics in some way by being an activism. Some of them in a good way, some of them in bad way, but it's not the case for that immersion. But I think the main point of being young, like Yasmin said, is be full of energy, bring solutions, bring new ideas. I remember that music from Chaves. Se você é jovem ainda, jovem ainda. I'm not a good singer, okay? But I remember, cause I think that is it. If we have energy, independent of age, we can be young. I think the reason for celebration today, your day, is not about age, it's about energy, about state of spirit that we can have. That is it about me. That is it for me. Be young today. Okay, let's move on. Yasmin, can you choose and answer another question? You can choose number three or another if you want.
Let me see here. Uh, let me see. I think the question 7 is really interesting. What qualities make a young person a strong leader? I think nowadays, one big skill is communication. Nowadays is something really hard because with internet, every people just try to be to use a quick communication, but not necessarily is the best communication for every occasion. So have skills with communications, I think is a big skill, a big quality. Another one is empathy. So so much times a young person don't pass through the same situations that the other. But with empathy, it could be better to I don't know, understand more the others. And I think self-acknowledgement too. I think this is important because with self-acknowledgement it's possible to understand the uh, the weaknesses and the strengths. So it's possible to search for improvements. And I think these three qualities is really good to construct a strong leader.
Let me ask you, in your opinion, young leaders from today, like a leader with 20, 30, is a better leader than in the leader with the same age, I don't know, in 30s ago, or is the same? or they are better leader? What's your opinion?
I don't know. I think the leadership is more about the skills, not about the age. So um, I already meet a lot of leaders that was more old and wasn't a good leadership. So I think it's more about the skills. Sometimes the person is really young, but have skills enough to build a great team, a great work, or a great studies in school. I don't know, but it's more about skills for me.
Good, very good. Yes, I agree with you. I think it's more about skills. And about you, Fernando? What's your opinion?
Yes, I agree with Yasmin, but in my opinion, I think that still need a little bit experience about the day by day, you know. I think it's a little bit necessary having a experience, but not a experience is. I think that is more important that we have skills about for uh to make a leader, you know. But it's I think if he a young today would like to turn a leader, it to need it's necessary for determination. No, I think it's so important if you can to turn a leader today.
Let me ask you, Fernando. There are some research, some posts on internet that see Gen Z people don't want to become a leader. What's your opinion? Why it's happening?
For me, it's not a problem. I think it's sometimes it's necessary to a little bit experience about the a little bit things in your daily routine, but it's not a determinate. There's not it's a necessary, but not a big obligation, you know. But I think for it's necessary to pass for a process to become a leader. But I think I agree. It's if you have a skills for it, it's totally possible, you know.
Yes, yes, I totally agree with you. And about you, Ricardo, I think you are the most wiser man in this room. Then, uh, what's your opinion about this question? What is making a young person a strong leader? And do you see differences, for example, leaders from now with 30, 20, I don't know, 40, and leaders that from, I don't know, leaders that in 90s with 30, 40 years is different. The kind of leadership, for example, a leader that in the 1980 with 30 years, okay, is young, is a young person, and a leader from now, 2025, is very different, is the same. What's your opinion? I think you are mute, Ricardo.
I'm sorry. If he age, né, consider knowledge, I'm a wiser person because I'm an older guy, né? Well, I noticed the difference, some difference, not so. I believe that a long time ago or more time ago, the people, uh, the leader is older, huh? Or you check, analyze natural conditions. It's more connected to the natural conditions. It's not this person don't prepare yourself in academic field or some kind of And the people, yeah, sometimes one of the people from a specific team is more responsible, uh, more professional, have more knowledge, or this kind of thing, and suddenly is something natural and occurs. Oh, this person have more knowledge, more responsible, or this kind of thing, and suddenly surge a person, a natural leader, a natural leadership. And nowadays is common. Some people is prepared in college and the other stuffs. So depends on the specific company. But yeah, there are some companies that prepare uh, the leaders, get people from the market. Oh, this person is finished the college, so or yeah, at the almost near from the end, near to the end, or finish recently uh, graduation or college, more specifically. And so this case, get some trainees preparing for 1 year or 2 years in the same company, and suddenly this person is reaching some uh, positions. But it's not so. Yeah, there are some specific companies, particular big companies, that the guys create this kind of program. But essentially, when you check some companies, the guys just uh, pick up some person that have some experience, knowledge in the academic field. So in this case, I believe that's the main difference. Yes, certainly, this kind of situation occurs since I don't know. I believe that's more is 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 easier to notice than around 2000. But before this age, I believe that is more connected to that I told. For example, experience, knowledge, responsibilities, etc. So I believe, uh, but more recently, the people at general, the society, improving certain points because of the young people more recently is more connected to the have a balanced life. The life is not to work. The life is necessary to travel, necessary have happy moments. So in this case, I believe that the new people that join the market have this kind of thing. So in this case, a long time ago, my father, for example, passed living just for work. uh, and in my age, my uh, generation became a little different. And more recently, the last 15 years, the young people that join the market have this kind of concern. I'm not just a object. I'm a human. So in this case, I have necessities. So in this case, I I notice not all of them, but a lot of companies give importance. For example, I work to a company I don't want to mention because it's transmitted through internet, and I work for this company a lot of time. When I go to this company, I work in another company, but I do some service for this company, and they notice the difference. So go out. I went out from this company 2014. So uh, more than 10 years, and this is easy to notice the difference, in the good difference. Is
Yes,
in my opinion is a better company to work in nowadays, certainly.
yes. When we work for a company, I think the time that I stay more in a company is 8 years. But we see differences. I don't know. Maybe each 2 years we see big differences in companies. Not a big difference, but a significant difference in company, in people, in manner that the management deal with these new people. But for me, I think uh, there are a lot of a long list of qualities that make a young person strong leader. But I think communication, empathy, and understand context. Because some people are young and some people are old, and when a leader can balance between these two realities, I think this leader is a good leader. Understand the expectations and feelings from old people and young people. Okay, let's move on. Fernando, can you choose another question and answer, please? You can follow the order or choose another.
I think that it's the number 10.
Okay.
It's a little bit about this question. If you could give one piece of advice to our young people, what would it be? Let me see. I think if I would it be advice for the young people nowadays, I think that is going start I study a lot, if persist for in your objectives in your life, because I need to. It's necessary to study and looking for information about the important things about the world, because nowadays in your life in the internet there are a lot of information, young worst information, no? Because you the the young people uh, nowadays have opportunity to choose what I looking for your life, if the young today choose looking for important information like study English and studying important things for in your life. Yeah, I think it's a very good advice in, instead to pass a lot of times in the Instagram, and watching a worse video that I don't change important information. Is looking for a best information, and information that I try for uh, important things for your knowledge,
Yes, yes, I agree with you. I think don't spend too much time on the internet or on social media. I think
Mhm.
it's good advice for young people.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, there is I saw, I don't know, some time ago, interview with the It's a guy that has a YouTube channel, and this guy interviews some people, famous people or rich people. Then sometimes the guy interviews some billionaires within in their yachts.
Mhm.
They are, these billionaires said, "Don't study too much, work." Do you agree with this statement?
Uh, and I don't agree with this. I think this study is
It's not
important.
possible
So
to
important.
to
Yes,
to
yes.
agree, my friend.
For me, it's still important to study a lot and
I know the
yes,
the perspective, but the sentence is weird,
yes, yes. Because we have a lot of example that the guy who don't study, for example, is Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg that's don't finish your graduation, but it's how can I say? Oh my gosh, it's the difficult to happen, for them. It's not a common, but if you can to improve and to do anything, I think that the information and the study is important for anything else. But nowadays the YouTube have an opportunity for young people to to turn rich now, but because there are a lot of young people in YouTube became rich now, but it's in my opinion it's not a most important. If I think it's information is um is a diamond for your life. It depends of the situation, no? I think, in my opinion.
Good, very good. And about you, Yasmin. For you, Yasmin, are you double this question? Question number 10, okay. If you use a piece of advice for young people, but you are I think the youngest people in this room, then advice for young people and for old people. Two advice, one for a young and another for old people.
Okay, let me see. For young people, I think maybe enjoy the moment. Sometimes it is very common for children and for teenagers wants to be adults, but yeah, when this moment comes, there are a lot of responsibilities. So enjoy the moment. The childhood is a great moment, so it's important to enjoy properly. I think this is the most important. Try not to be equal to someone, be authentic, maybe. And for old people, I don't know, maybe try to understand better the new generations, because normally older people have a closed mind sometimes and think their own experiences is the right, or everyone has to have the same mindset, something like that. So maybe be more flexible and understand each person is different, and every generation will be different too. And I think that this will be my advices.
Good, good advice, Yasmin. And about you, Ricardo? This about this question. What advice do you give for our young people?
uh, I would like to tell some things regarding the sentence, the quotation from people working, not studying. I understand the soul. I understand this. The sometimes the people became much yeah, just connected to the school and the yeah. Uh, I believe that the emotional side is very important, and the sometimes I listen to a phrase. Oh, one thing is the theory, another thing is the practical life. I don't agree because I have some teachers that used to say if the practical wrong, the theory is wrong too. For example, I don't know if you uh, put a lot of water in concrete. I don't know how to say concrete in English. So you face some problems. So sometimes the situation is on the real life. There are a lot of alternatives, a lot of different perspectives. It's not possible sometimes to reproduce in theories and in the academic field. Sometimes it's more important. Sound like an engineer, né? So engineer just check, uh, for example, you people used to make jokes regarding the architecture. Né? So the architecture just draw, and the real life, the engineer have to construct the building. Né? So sometimes it's important the both sides. Né? So not sometimes it's very important. And but advices from the new generation is work hard and study hard. I believe that the balance is the best way to live, and pay attention and emphasis in your soul, in your life, because it doesn't matter if you have money, you get money or not. And someday, this kind of situation uh, put yourselves in the pressure. So nowadays, I'm just have to work. I'm just want to have money, and even people have balanced life. For example, I travel and things is better, but sometimes there are some aspects, some situations in our life is necessary to put emphasis. Uh, so in this case, have the better and the balanced life that you can, because help a lot.
Yeah, nice, nice. If I could go back in the time and I give myself some advice. I think I told me study English and continue study English because it's necessary for your future.
Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree. Sometimes I think about it back in the time and give myself a advice about studying English. I don't know, in my maybe in the first time that I study English, I, I don't know. I don't say I'm not prepared, but maybe we don't have the same tools that yes, we have today. Cause I study English and same time I doing my postgraduation. Then I think it's in that occasion it's not easy for me to study. Then I can't study every day, and I can't practice every day. I don't have internet connections like I have today. But then I think it's very different. But about the question, giving advice, I think I would say don't get married until you truly sure what kind of career you want to follow in your life. Maybe do a college. Causing most of problems of when you get married is about financial problems. And imagine if you decide to be an engineer, I don't know, a lawyer. But you and your partner don't have money for it, I think it's very difficult to make this wish reality. And save money for the future. I agree with Yasmin, enjoy the moment, but we can't live like you. now it's just that exit. We have to think about the future. In my family, most of my siblings have problems, have kind of financial problems, some health problems. But in our teenage, I think teenage is too early. But since they start working, don't think in the future. Then nowadays have some problems. I think this my true advice for young people. Welcome back again, guys. Let me ask you, Sydney, how was the conversation in the breakout room? And if you could give an advice for young people, what would be this advice?
Yeah, firstly, it was a good conversation. It was a pleasure. It is always a pleasure to stay with Beatriz and the Daphne to speak with them. I think about this question, I think firstly, to pay attention, like you said, in their financial life, in their financial matters. I think about the future, we don't know what will happen. I think will happen. I think that technology, this kind of conflicts, I think the international scenario will change a lot. And I think we don't know what will happen. And I think because this, like you said, to marry, I think to buy a house and pay it for 30 years, I think there is no guarantee that it will continue, if some great conflict will happen and it will disturb the international economy. So that's it.
Good, very good. And about you, Beatrice, how's the conversation in the breakout room? And if you have an advice, two advices, one for young people and one for older people.
Okay, the conversation is good. We change a lot of the opinions and the vision for the time tema. And if I could give one piece of advice to young people, it used to be to not be intense in your final decision, or don't frustrate a lot, because young young people normally don't thinking a lot for making a decision. And for old people,
Yeah.
I think is the having patience for the youngs, listening more, trying to understand the point, because I think the if you listening and the other see your point, they both learn with this, and I like uh, listening the old and the young people. For example, in the math, I sit for the old person, and I listening a lot of stories for the Portugal person, for the families old. I like it to learn with this person. That's it.
Yes, I get your point. I'm a guy that's working for over 17 years, and in the beginning of my career, I'm the youngest person in the room in my job positions, and usually I just get okay. I have some advice in that occasion. I had some advice, but usually it's more about learning. But when I working for a long time, like 7 years, I started working with people younger than me, and I see the differences. I see when we think about feedback, about evolution, about the way that young people think, we have to be patient. I totally agree with you, and from old people. most of them, not most of them, but some of them uh, don't embrace too much technology and change in the road. They want to they expect stability, not changes. I think young people embrace more changes in job market, in life in general. Very good, Beatriz. And about you, Daphne? How was the conversation? And if you have advice to both young people and old people, what would be these advices?
My advice is learn to to deal with the AI, because the future will be AI. Who knows to deal with AI can make more money, can not replaced with robots.
Good, very good. Some people say IA is a bubble. I confess I didn't read this article, but it's a guy. He's an important guy from this field that he says AI is a bubble. But okay, maybe I will search more about it and bring this as a subject. I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. This conversation is almost finishing. It's always a great pleasure to have this conversation with you. Okay. Uh, As always, I send the link with the survey. Okay, you can reach this immersion, give me advice in order to shape my skills, to create a better conversation. If you want to give me suggestions about subjects that you want to discuss, I will bring the subject. Okay, of course, I'm not able to discuss about everything, but if it's possible, I will bring the subject. I can say maybe 40-50% of subjects that I bring here is suggestions from talkers. Okay, guys, I wish you a great week. Don't just expect for Friday, but like Yasmin said, enjoy the moment. Let's take Yasmin advice for this week. Don't just expecting for Friday. Uh, feel every moment great in your life. Okay, thank you very much, Ricardo, Beatriz, Yasmin, and Daphne, Fernando, okay? I expect to see you more times, Fernando, okay? And on Friday too. And Sydney.
Okay.
Bye bye, guys.
Thank you,
Have a
Elias.
great
Thank
Thank
you,
week.
you,
guys.
guys.